Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yes, this is another video of Haunted History Hoosac Tunnel Part 3. I know you guys have been waiting for this part for a long time, but I also wanted to say a couple things first. Because, well, one, happy December, Merry Christmas, even though I didn't make a Christmas video. I usually don't do that because I'm usually just like doing stuff with family and stuff, and I just don't think it would just be entertaining. I probably will do Christmas videos in the future, but for now, no. And also, happy birthday to those who have birthday today. And this is my last 24 hours of being 19, so that's quite interesting as well. I'm still gonna work tomorrow and stuff, and I'm gonna try to make new stuff for tomorrow as well. And no, we're not going back to the tunnel this year for my birthday because it was fun, but it was just torture because it was just so cold. But it was so nice to see the ginormous icicles last year. And also thank you for everyone who got it over 100 views last year. That made me so happy, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed that because it was painful, but it was fun. So like, it was painful, but it was worth it. So like, yeah, we're not doing it this year, but yeah, we will be going back to North Adams, but we're just not going to the tunnel this year for my birthday. And like, again, I wasn't even wearing a coat in that video. I was just wearing like a sweatshirt I got for like Christmas Eve, and I wore that. It was a warm sweatshirt, but it wasn't warm enough for like being on a mountaintop in the winter. So yeah, don't follow that example. But I was wearing the boots that I'm wearing now in that video, so quite ironic. And yeah, and I'm also sorry that I haven't made much videos recently. I've just been really busy with like stuff, and I've been going through a lot of mental stuff recently, but I am feeling better. And I also wanted to say that this is not going to be the last part of the series, because like, I just found a lot of stuff that I just couldn't really put into this video. So there is possibly going to be a part 4 or more for the tunnel, but I'm also going to work on the Haunted Mansion, so, which is also, they're in the same town, so it's quite interesting. So it's just nice. So yeah, this is not going to be the last part, only because there's just so much about the tunnel that is just going to take a lot longer. Or if you guys just want me to make a whole video of the full story of it, like not just facts about it, just like the full-on story of the tunnel, or the legend of the tunnel in general, then I will. But that's just if you guys want it, and I probably would still make it anyway because like, it's just something interesting. But you should still nag me about it anyway, because there is still a part of me that probably won't make it unless you guys ask for it. So just a heads up for that, and let's get into the video. Yay! I gotta move that into the front so I can see it. So again, so into the video. So it is one of the most haunted places in Massachusetts, regardless of the famous ones. The tunnel does have a lot of like popularity, but it is on the haunted sites to see if you guys look it up. Like, it's on the horror list for places to visit for Massachusetts, but when people think of haunted places in Massachusetts, they usually think of like Salem, Massachusetts, or other places like the Izzy Borden House, that's not Massachusetts. The Sally House isn't Massachusetts. Or like other places in the United States, but Salem, Massachusetts is a big one. And then there's like a couple places other in Massachusetts people think of. If I'm wrong with the Izzy Borden House being in Massachusetts, I apologize. I just thought it was. And then there's also another place. There's like a haunted pub too, but I don't know if that's like in Massachusetts or if that's in Connecticut. I would have to rewatch the video. I put it up on my story a few months ago on Instagram, or earlier this December, but I don't remember. I have to watch the video again. It's like 30 seconds. For those of you who have seen that, comment down below, because I don't know if I'm right or not. So I probably got mixed up with some of the places, but a lot of people do think of Salem, Massachusetts when they think of haunted places for Massachusetts. And the location is North Adams, and it also goes into Florida, Massachusetts, which I probably said multiple times in the other parts of the series. 193 people went into the tunnel and never came out. And that happens more often than you think, because I don't know, no one knows whatever happened to them. Like, it doesn't like explain who the people went into the tunnel, and they went pretty far into the tunnel. So these people were just walked in there and just were never found. And I do remember there is one, I think I got that on video, or I was just taking photos, but I think I said this in probably another part of the series. But, and I know I keep bringing this up, but I actually said that to like 2 other guys who were just visiting, and I was there, and I just kept telling them that just be careful, because there's people who have actually gone missing at this place. So I don't know if they found this place through me or whoever, because a lot of people either they find out through me, or they find out because on the internet, because like recently the tunnel has been bumping in popularity. So it's just they got so scared. Like one of the guys just walked in like for like, he went like 10 minutes in, and then he just walked back out. And then I don't know if they were like doing that for like how I was doing it for like content or whatever. But then they just kept staring at me as like I was taking photos or making like recording like small videos for like TikTok, or like shorts for YouTube, or reels for Instagram. And I was just like, I didn't mean to scare them that much, but I was just like, why they just kept following me around and just kept watching me. They were like closer to my age range, or possibly younger, but they're probably around my age, or like 16, because they drove there themselves. Like, it was just them two. I probably wrong with their age, but they looked similar to my age. But a lot of people don't think I'm my age because I'm short and I don't look my age. For some people, because a lot of people think that I'm way younger than my actual age. So it's just quite funny. So I think I just freaked them out. So it was funny because that's just what I thought, because they just kept following me around and just staring at me. And then they kept going where I went afterward. So I'm just highly confused. And if they see this, I don't apologize, because I just thought it was hilarious. Anyway, so it started to break ground in 1851 and ended in 1877. So they started to plan and work on the tunnel during 1851. But I also looked from what I recently found, because I recently did some research before I started recording, because I wanted to add some more stuff onto this. So it said the tunnel goes back to 1960 1816. So I was just confused on why some sites said 1851 is when they started it. So I think that the planning originally, or when they started to do the false opening of the tunnel, was probably 1816, and then they probably started actually working on the actual tunnel that exists today during 1851. Like, because it's hard to fully know, because like multiple sites say different things, so it's just hard to know what is exact. So I'm thinking of the summer that we're just gonna go to the museum to finally actually get the exact from what's actually right, but I don't know if it's open or not, so I'll have to check before going there. So we're probably gonna end up in like North Adams a lot this summer again, which is quite nice because technically we've been doing that for like the past 2 summers. Good coffee. And so also it's a 5-mile tunnel, but some places, some websites said that it's like 4 3/5 miles technically. It's like a full mess for like all of it. So like it's just really confusing because some places say 4 miles and a quarter or something for the miles, but I also found that it said 5 miles, so I just went with saying 5 miles because it just made more sense. So it's just really confusing because it's like all over the place with a lot of the facts. So you can never know what's actually right or not. So I'm just saying what I found out. So also the tunnel for the Hoosac Range and Mountain, it's built near, despite of its paranormal activity with just the men who died there for helping create the tunnel. You also have Native American spirits there as well because it's built right next to native burial grounds, which makes sense considering this place is found on the Mohawk Trail, and a lot of tragic events happened on the Mohawk Trail. Yeah, but this isn't the video to go into that. I might make a video of it. So, and plus I love the Mohawk Trail anyway because of just like the history of it, and also it's just a beautiful area, honestly. I tell my mom all the time that I'm just like planning to live there one day, and she's like, she agrees with it sometimes, and then she also doesn't, so it's funny. And the west portal is in North Adams, and then the east portal is in Florida, Massachusetts. But some sites say that it just runs through North Adams. I've never really heard anything of Florida, Massachusetts talking about advertising it, except for like if you're driving a certain way and you pass like Brown's Garage and you're going that way, and then you see oops, sorry, I almost dropped my phone. And then you see where the deer or the elk is, that statue. Like if you're looking on the driver's side, you'll see a sign talking about the Hoosac Tunnel, but that's like the only thing I know of them actually advertising the tunnel. It doesn't say where it is, it just has it saying home of the Hoosac Tunnel, but also the home of Hoosac Tunnel is also North Adams, Massachusetts, and they make it a whole big thing because it's like a tourist attraction there for that town. So that's why I mostly reference the tunnel with North Adams, and the area that I've went to is North Adams. And also, speaking of it, if you're going to the tunnel, there's 2 ways to go. You could go to Rowe, Massachusetts, which that's where we also went, where the little gazebo is, and the 1700s church, that place. Beautiful place. That also has a lot of historical places and stuff if you guys want to go there, and if you like historical stuff, I do too. You're gonna get a lot of that content everywhere. That's what I like to do with like exploring and stuff. I also like to do exploring abandoned places, but I've only did that once in 2020, and I didn't even go into the building because it was just in a public area and people just kept staring at us. So I just use it as like a shoot location because I just don't want to go to jail, honestly. And on October 17th, 1867, the gas meter leaked and the fumes were going through the tunnel, and someone had a candle, or it doesn't really explain fully what happened. It just technically said the fumes caught fire from, I assume, from either like a candle, or they had what's it called? I totally forgot. What the heck? Dang it. Cause like I have an older version of it, and not me, but like my mom had it, and it's just like it's not, I don't think that they would have used that version, but like I'm just trying to think of it. Dang it. I know what it is and I can't think of it. A lantern, yes, lantern would make more sense, or they had like torches or something. Like I don't think it would be torches or a candle. I think it would be lantern. Thank you. Dang it. I don't know why I couldn't think of it, but lantern, yes. A lantern got knocked over and somehow ignited the gas fumes, and it exploded in a fire caught, and some people died. It didn't say how many people died, and okay, so what happened is, like somehow a fire broke out and exploded because of the gas fumes. So from what I'm taking of it is somehow a lantern broke or something, or they opened a lantern, considering this is like in the 1800s, so I'm trying to think of the older versions of it. So and it exploded, and some people died from the explosion. Some people, because it was a really big explosion, so a lot of their tools went flying, and some people died because they got impaled, or they died because it caught on fire. Like, it was just a big thing that happened. And this was the 17th of October, 1867. So that was an event that happened there. Like, a lot of horrible stuff has happened at the tunnel, but it just doesn't show it when you go there and you see it. Like, when you look at the tunnel, you don't think immediately all these bad things happen because it doesn't show it. Also, February 12th of 2020, there was a cave-in. Nobody died or anything. Like, it was just like a random cave-in. And that was a lot recently, because now it's 2021, about to be 2022. Yikes. That's the reason why I haven't gone that far into the tunnel, mostly because my mom advises against it, because there could be a cave-in there at any time. So just, if you go, just be careful. Not like me, because I would walk miles into there just wandering. And I even walk on the railroad tracks, mostly because there's less rocks, and I keep tripping on the rocks every time I walk on the sides, or I trip on the actual railroad, and it's funny, but it's also not funny. But there's only a few trains that actually still use it. So that's why a lot of people get mad when they go there and they don't see a train coming through. Like, it's all designated times. It's not, there's only about like 8 to 10 trains that still use it. And they do use it through the day, but there's like only certain times that it's still used, but it's not as used as it was back in the day, is what I'm trying to say. So there's not going to be like trains coming out of it on the roadway all the time, continuously. So yeah. And then also 13 men fell down of the vertical exhaust shaft and died. There was no date for that. So I haven't gone through the tunnel far enough to see where all that is, or it's not a part of the actual tunnel and it's mostly a part of like the railway in a building or something. Recently, when I went there and I was like making small videos, you might see this on one of my reels I posted on Instagram or one of my shorts. I don't think I put it on YouTube, but I think I put it up on a reel on Instagram where I was doing a turn and you could see on the right side that there's like a little stone building or whatever. To me it looks like a chimney for some odd reason, but it's old and it's falling apart. Like, I don't know what it's for yet because I haven't heard of anything. So I don't know if I'm actually just seeing that or if it's actually real. So it's probably real, but because I got it on video and I see it every time I watch it, so it's just weird. I don't know what it is. If someone does know what it is, comment below, or if you don't, that's fine. Good. And then there was also another explosion that destroyed the water pump, which flooded the tunnel as well, and a lot of people died from that as well. 8 trains still use it per day. So the tunnel is still in use, so again, just be careful. But just know that if a train is coming, you do have time to like move out of the way, because from my experience, I've never seen any train like just speeding on the rails. I have seen trains like speeding on the rails before, but just never from the tunnel, because there's also like videos of trains coming through the tunnel, which a lot of people want to see, which again, you'd have to research the times of when the trains are coming through and stuff. And also I was there in the early spring where there was still snow on the mountain, and just that's actually on one of my short clips because I put it up here, and there was no train coming, and the alarm just kept going off, and it kept going on and off for like an hour. Like, it was like a long thing, and I wasn't the only one who witnessed it, because it could have been a malfunction with how cold it was, or it could have been something paranormal. Depends on how you see it. I did edit the video so it looks glitchy because I edited it, but it just glitching out, like it just going, the actual Jesus Christ, the actual alarm going off for the train is real, but the glitching homage to it, I edited it for TikTok, so it was up on TikTok before, and that's why it's edited. The reason for why the tunnel was built was because it's for exporting and transport, and it was also built to make a connection through upper New York State and to Boston. So now you know. The tunnel is also a part of the Springfield Terminal Guilford Rail Line District. Bleh. I'm sorry, I'm just tired today. Oh, that was funny. So yes, and I don't know if it means Springfield, Massachusetts, or they just call it Springfield. I don't know. That was the first time I actually saw that go up, but that was a nice fact to know. And you can see there's a part of the tunnel, I don't know if it's the east portal. I think it's the east portal because the west portal is the one that you've seen that us go to. And when I mean by us, I mean me and my mom and some other people who are in the background of the videos sometimes, because a lot of people still go there. That's why I'm saying it's somewhat famous, but not fully famous, if that makes sense. Because a lot of people who go to visit there aren't really the locals, are mostly just people like from different parts of Mass, or they're just from Connecticut. And they're just people who I don't know in general. I've never been there and seen or met someone who I've actually know from like social media or anything, or know like as a family friend there, besides me and my mom. So yeah, there's an area near the tunnel anyway that you can see where the people who worked on the tunnel used to live. I've never seen it because I think that's the east portal. And they say that the east portal is easier to see, which makes sense because it's just like a straight line to the east portal. And I've never been to the east portal. I've never found it, but I've been to the west portal. And just so you know, the west portal looks a lot better than the east portal. Hands down, because it just looks like that they just gave up on the east portal. From what I saw from someone who went to the east portal, then I know from like Instagram and stuff, either they reconstruct it to make it look like they just put like boards of wood on it, and I'm just like, that looks so lazy. And again, it's an older it's a historical site in it's one of the historical sites in Massachusetts, and it's also a very haunted place also in Massachusetts. So it's just sad to see it look like garbage, technically. That's my opinion, but that's just what, I don't know if that's actually the east portal, but they say it is, so I'm not gonna fight. So it's just, I'm just saying like the west portal just looks better from what I've probably seen of the east portal. And I'm not the only person who said that, because there's also someone who I met recently who knows Hoosac Tunnel as well, and they've been there multiple times. They love it as much as I do, and he also said that the west portal is nicer than the east portal. So I have confirmation on that part. So, but again, everyone thinks differently. And it might also have restated this in some other of the parts. So in total of the workers who worked on the tunnel, only 200 of them died, but possibly more. You never know, which I've learned since I've been going there. So I think I said that in the first video. I went exploring there, but I don't remember. You guys can go watch the first video. I have it all in a playlist on my channel. So I do have a lot of playlists for like most of my series and content, so makes sense. And if you explore, just be careful, because again, there could be cave-ins. You could also fall somewhere, because again, people did fall into like a shaft, exhaust shaft, but that was back when they were building it. So just be careful, because like anything could happen. And I've seen like there's holes through the ground there as well, and I've showed it on some of the videos as well. So just be careful, because anything could happen there, because it's really old, and I don't think that they really repaired it. And also, if you try to walk on the railroad bridge, also be careful because that is also extremely old. And it really hasn't really changed since the time period, because from all the photos that I've seen, they probably did reconstruct it, because otherwise it would be really stupid, because the wood have rotted out by now because it's been like 100 years. But it's still pretty old, so just be careful. But from the photos that I've seen of it, it literally looks the exact same from the time period. So they did that on purpose and stuff. So, and also the Hoosac Tunnel is also on the Hoosac Mountain and a part of the Hoosac Range. I think I also repeated that 1,000 times too. But there is a lot of horrible stuff that actually happened there, so you should also look it up. And I do plan to make another part to this. I do want to make a part 4 only because there's a lot of stuff that I still want to explain and stuff. So either I'll put it in the story of Hoosac Tunnel video, or I'll just make a part 4. Either one, but it depends on what you guys want to see. So yeah, and I think it would be interesting either way, but also know that a lot of stuff will be repeated, but there will be a lot more, but I have to gather a lot for that video, and it will take a lot for me to record that and plan to put it up, and also possibly edit it. I don't know when that'll go up, honestly. So I'm not sure if this is the final video for this haunted Hoosac Tunnel series, for haunted history, for Hoosac Tunnel. I don't know yet, but fully, only because of, again, there's just so much to this that I have to break it down to parts, and it's, oh my gosh. But it's fun because I love the series, because I actually went to this place and I actually explored it, and you guys have seen that. So it's fun, but I don't know if I'm gonna do more to it. And I did get a lot on here, so I do apologize if a lot of it was repeated, but there's a lot of new stuff, and I do apologize. I just wanted to get this up before my birthday, so like you guys had something to at least watch before like working tomorrow. So I'll probably also upload that tomorrow, obviously, the birthday video. So just a lot has been going on, so that's why it's been taking me so long to like upload certain stuff and everything else. But I am still really active on my Instagrams and Facebook somewhat, and TikToks as well, especially recently, because I just love making the short clips with the audio, so the little exploration clips with the audio and stuff. I might also be changing up my content on TikTok, but I don't know yet, but still get excited regardless. Just expect a lot coming recently. And then I wanted to fit in a small shoot of me just being 19 for my last shoot, which I did yesterday, so that's another reason. So we've just been busy, and I've been going through a lot recently, but I'm feeling pretty good despite going through a lot of hardships. But I'm still trying to be positive and everything else. And from what we found out, that there was a lot of explosions at the tunnel, so that explains why a lot of people have died there. And from the basic thing is, they didn't really explain how people died there. They technically just said that they just died from explosion, but there was some sites that actually went into detail, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to, like, because there's some people who watch my channel who are younger than me, so I didn't want to go into like the gruesome details I didn't want to get like too gruesome either, because I also don't want to get demonetized off of YouTube as well. So it's just like I had to pick and choose what I wanted to leave in for like the details and stuff. even though I put my videos as not made for children, mostly because like I am into like horror and stuff, so I know we're gonna go a lot of places where there's like horror or a lot of scary stuff, so it's just a lot. But I hope you guys enjoy the series. It's probably going to continue. I also am going to work on the Haunted Mansion videos for the Haunted History series. So yay! That's coming up next. As well as my birthday video for tomorrow. Also look out for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Either if you guys see me here or on my other social media. This was fun. I don't even know if this is going to be our last video. So this is crazy for like this topic. So again, please, I will put up a poll on my Instagram stories after this, asking if you guys want more parts for the hoosac tunnel of the series, or just make a video for the not the history, but the story of hoosac tunnel, and me explaining that, which that would take a lot of time for me to film and get a bunch of just technically everything for that. So just be patient for that video. But if you guys really want it that badly, as much as I do, I will get that up. But again, I'll see you guys in the next video. Please stay warm during the winter time, because it's quite cold. And also, again, happy holidays. I know I didn't make a video saying happy holidays for you guys. And just be excited, because a lot more is coming, and I do really work hard for like photo edits and stuff for like promoting my YouTube videos. And I also work hard to bring you guys videos and content. So I do love all the love and support, and thank you guys for everything, and peace out.